Where's the key? Yeah, I know he's got it on his key. And he's got it on his key. But there's no one else in here, right? No, you can check. There's no. Is it just you in here? No female? It's me.
You're a patrol officer. It's a normal shift. Dispatch comes over the radio and says a woman is chained by the neck, screaming from a broken window. And your first thought is, that can't be real. That has to be an exaggeration. Somebody misheard something. This wasn't one of those calls. What these officers found when they pulled up to a house in Louisville, Kentucky, was the beginning of a case so disturbing that prosecutors would later call it the first human trafficking case Jefferson County had ever taken to a jury.
Yeah, this board's there too. He's boarded up everything. Everything's boarded up. Hold the back and you want to hold the back of the front? I'll hold the back. Yeah, fire's on the way.
So here's where it started. A 911 caller told dispatch there was a woman chained at the neck, yelling for help out of a window. Louisville Metro officers were sent to the address, and when they pulled up, you could actually hear the confusion in their voices on the radio. Which window was she in? Which one did she break? They looked up, and there she was. Second floor, broken glass, something around her neck.
Where's the key? Yeah, I know he's got it on his key. And he's got it on his. But there's no one else in here, right? No, you can check. There's no. Is it just you in here? No female?
Now, if this had been a normal domestic call, the next step would have been simple. You go to the door, you knock, you make contact. That's not what happened here. The front door wouldn't open. The back door wouldn't open.
The back and you want to hold the back of the front? I'll hold the back. Yeah, fire's on the way.
At this point, I want you to sit with that for a second, because this detail told you everything before anyone even knew the full story. Somebody hadn't sealed this house to keep intruders out. They'd sealed it to keep someone in. Officers called for a ladder. They called the fire department. What should have taken 2 minutes turned into a full breach operation.
But everything is boarded up. You want to go first? Like this. Is anybody else in there? He did what? Is he Hispanic? Hey, there's a Hispanic male down the street with his friend. That might be who it is. He's got long hair. Long hair on the top, on the sides. Where's the key? Yeah, man. I know he's got it on his key. And he's got it on his key.
Door after door, they forced their way through wood that had been screwed down, nailed shut, barricaded on purpose. Every room they cleared told them the same thing. This wasn't sloppy. This was deliberate. Meanwhile, inside the house, they were also finding smaller, stranger details. A locked kitchen, cabinets sealed, a smell they couldn't quite place at first, which later turned out to be connected to the woman's missing kittens. She didn't know if he'd killed them. She just knew they were gone.
Hold it on her neck so it don't break it. There we go. Does he have any firearms?
No, okay. I don't think so. There's
North 33rd and Portland Plaza.
a slot machine called like the very much.
What's this for?
Basically, gets me to dance niggas for me. I don't want to change my
Hey, it's good.
Hey, Bushman, she's going to be on a T-line, 537 South 3rd Street.
There we go.
On 203.
Thank you so much.
You want y'all to make exit through the front?
He's got the side door locked. You have to get in there and get out.
Can you get out?
Yeah, you don't have a key to get out. You have to have a key to get in and out.
213 Baker. We got her in chain. We're gonna try to come out to the front.
The front door is he's got it. Well, you can't open it. The door's he's got it locked.
Oh, he screwed it in.
He's got a screwdriver in this other room. It's locked. And the kitchen to the left.
Nobody's in the basement, right?
No, nobody's here.
3 Baker, are you on the other side of the front door?
10-4.
This room is locked. He won't never let me in there. You have to have a key to get in.
Hey, I got fire out here.
I don't know.
10-4. It looks like they got the front door and all the doors down there nailed shut. You're fine. We're here now, okay? We're gonna get you out of here.
Sorry.
Don't say sorry for nothing.
You need fire to force this door?
10-4. We're clear of it. You can go ahead and force it.
You bust that door.
Once she was free, Jonna started talking. And honestly, this is where the case stopped being a bad domestic incident and became something much bigger. She told officers she and Moises had been together 3 or 4 years. They had a 1-year-old daughter together, who at the time was staying with Jonna's aunt. She said the trouble that led to this exact moment started because she wanted out. She wanted to leave and take their daughter with her. And days before this, she said Moises had held her against her will and cut off her hair with a machete in a rage. So she left. She thought she'd gotten away from him. But that same day, she ran into him on the street. He asked her to come inside, just to help clean a room, he said, and he'd pay her. He promised he wouldn't hurt her. And I think this is the part of the story that's hardest to hear, because she believed him. She went inside. The second she stepped through that door, she said, he hit her and locked it behind her with a key. And this wasn't a normal lock. It was a double-cylinder deadbolt, meaning you needed a key from both the inside and the outside to open it. There was only one key in existence. He had it. She said he made her strip, chained her to the floor, and told her that when he got back from running an errand, he was going to kill her.
What's about a year? I don't want everybody to see her.
How long you had that around your neck?
4 hours.
For roughly 4 hours, by her account, she fought that chain. When she couldn't rip it out of the floor, she dragged herself as close to the window as the chain would allow, broke the glass, and started screaming. A little girl on the street heard her first, ran and told her grandmother. That was it. That was the only reason this story had a rescue in it at all.
4 hours, maybe 5. We have a 1-year-old daughter together.
Where's she at?
My aunt has custody of her.
Okay.
And that's why he's always fighting with me. Because they wouldn't let her go home to this house. He said, you're not going nowhere this time. He said, you're going to do it nicely or we're going to do it the hard way. When he left, I tried getting it off the floor. I got close enough to the window. I broke the window and yelled at the neighbors.
Just hold really still real fast. You want to go like 30 feet?
Might be easier to cut the link on the chain. What kind of car does he drive?
He don't have a car. He was with his friends, but I don't know. They picked him up in the back to take stuff back to Lowe's.
What's his name?
Moses.
Moses?
Last name May. He's a stocky guy. He's got 2 tattoos of his daughter and son's name on his chest and a Scorpio right here on his arm.
With Jonah safe, it was time to find Moises May. Detectives didn't rush this part. They ran covert surveillance on the property for 2 days straight, waiting for him to come back. When he finally did, he wasn't alone. A red pickup rolled up with 2 men inside, and one of them matched the description, down to the scorpion tattoo and the long hair. Officers moved in and detained both of them. The other man in the truck tried to play it down, said he was just trying to help talk Moises into turning himself in peacefully, nothing more. But then officers got Jonah on the phone, live in real time, and she confirmed exactly who they were looking at. That was the moment Moises May went into custody.
What y'all doing?
You're just being detained right now.
Detained for what?
You're just being detained, all right? You're not under arrest. Any weapons on you, boss? No.
We just thought we got Monday.
219, 1541.
All right, that's fine, man. Just hang out, all right?
Okay.
Sit on the my car.
Okay. Was it your doctor today, sir?
Is it me that you talked to?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. Is that okay?
He gave me his card and I go look for him and talk to him and tell him to turn himself in. And he called him and talked to him. And he promised to go Monday to turn himself in. So what is all this harassment for?
It's not harassment. It's called doing our job. You're being detained right now, and as soon as this is all figured out, if you're not in any kind of trouble, the handcuffs will be taken off. You're not being harassed.
Okay, but that's not nice. I don't like it.
Sit down in the middle of the
What? Okay, hold on.
All right, who is that?
Jonah.
Who's Jonah?
The girl that was held hostage.
Okay. Hey, Jonah, how are you? This is Officer Clemens.
You're not on speaker, baby, so you gotta hold it.
Jonah, can you describe the suspect for me real quick? All right, is he Hispanic?
Yeah, that's him.
That's the suspect?
That's him. I know him.
All right, we'll give you a call here shortly, Jonah.
That's him.
All right, boss. What's your last name?
Moses May.
Your first name is Moses? Moses. Spell that.
M-O-E-S-E-S?
M-O-E-S-E-S?
No. I mean.
It's just you and your girlfriend that live there?
Yes, no, I think we can get
Your girlfriend in there?
No, what she did, I was really happy. Just because she not get what she want for money. This is
You're saying that what she's telling the police.
Yeah, it's not
drama.
Yeah, it's drama. Yeah, it's not for real what happened.
Hey, free to go with this dude?
Free to go. So you have to train me up on that.
Back to the academy for this guy.
Upside down.
We just started heading over here to see if we can find him.
Police records identifying the
First,
suspect as
Moises was looking at a
36-year-old Moses
serious
Sell,
but fairly
who now
standard
faces
set of
kidnapping,
charges.
endangerment, and
Kidnapping,
domestic
wanton
violence
endangerment,
charges.
assault, terroristic threatening, witness intimidation. Then Jonah told investigators something that changed the entire shape of the case. She said that on 5 separate occasions, Moises had forced and coerced her into commercial sex acts with other men, that he'd arranged each encounter himself and kept the money. On paper, Moises May was facing up to 75 years. The jury convicted him on every single count and recommended 35 years. The judge came back with 30. And here's where I have to explain something, because it's genuinely one of the more frustrating parts of this story. Under older Kentucky law, a Class B felony like kidnapping normally required an offender to serve at least 85% of their sentence before they were even eligible for parole. But Kentucky had revised that statute in 2024. Under the new version, that 85% rule only applied if the victim suffered death or serious physical injury. Jonah survived. Legally, she didn't meet that serious physical injury threshold, which meant that instead of serving 85% of his sentence, Moises only had to serve 20% before he became parole eligible. 6 years. That's what the law required. Not what the jury recommended, not what the judge handed down. 6 years for everything you just heard. In an interview shortly after she was rescued, Jonah talked about the moment Moises told her he was going to kill her when he got back, and how she spent hours fighting that chain before a little girl's voice on the street ended up saving her life. She said she just wanted justice. She wanted her daughter to be okay. And when I think about this case, that's the part that stays with me. Not the chain, not the boarded up house. It's the fact that the entire outcome hinged on a broken window and a kid who happened to be walking by at the right moment. If anything in this video hit close to home, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because I have more damning cases lined up. Also, do you think the jury's conviction on Moises May was fair, or that he should have been handed life imprisonment without parole? Drop your comment below.